Good morning, ladies and gents. What a crazy night working. Um, definitely, definitely interesting indeed. And I'm not gonna go like crazy into detail about it, but just yeah, overnight is a little crazier than I expected it to be. But oh well, deal with it, roll with the punches. And that don't really matter too much anymore because here we are in the charts as usual. Going ahead, I went ahead and I told you guys kind of what the playbook was looking like now and what we're going to go ahead and do. I'll go ahead and reiterate that pretty quickly, but I do just want to really quickly cover what happened after we got off of the charts yesterday. A couple pretty decent moves. But yeah, let's get into it. We don't have too much time. So let's get into it. We're gonna start on TradingView and then we're gonna hop over to TradeAvate for our actual trading day today. But yeah, real quick, I just want to show you guys what's going on here. We went ahead and we were trading within this session over here, right around here. We got off a little, I want to say like 10:30 ish was when we got off. But yeah, but you could see that we had this nice break. Obviously, we didn't catch this move prior to 9:30, but nice downtrend momentum. Break of trend line was up here before 9:30, and then you go ahead and you could see after we went ahead and we got off, we had this break here, went a good 30, 30, almost 40 points right here on this little move where my mouse is. And then over here, a couple more trend line breaks. This one goes 9R, so just about, does that say 200 points? That says 200 points. Well, yeah, that says 235 points right there where it says target 235. That's crazy. That's crazy. But that was trend line break right there. Boom, get in there. Another trend line breaks over here on our higher time frame trend lines. Looking at a 118 move. So 4.5R, and this one goes basically 9R on these two right here. So I was getting a haircut at this point in time, but those would have been some gnarly trades. Cool to see them play out. Cool to see them there, right? Even though we weren't able to get into those trades, also you would have a break over here as well with this trend line that I just fixed. But yeah, but it's cool to see them play out, even though we weren't in those trades. We can go ahead and we can look at those and be like, okay, well, we know our strategy works, and we just got to try and be there for all the trades that we can and trade to the best of our ability. All right, so we're gonna do a little quick analysis on our chart. Just like I went ahead and said yesterday, let me just make sure that we're doing all right on time. Okay, so we got like 7 minutes. All right, so I do want to reiterate what I had said yesterday. Basically, 9:30 candle. We're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna try and hit a Hail Mary. We're in a good position at all to really go ahead and save this account. I'm a grand away from drawdown, from max limit drawdown, and we've kind of already accepted that. Hey, we're most likely going to be losing this challenge. So might as well just go for a Hail Mary run because we basically got one trade left. So yeah, so we're gonna hit that 931. I'm still gonna mark up my trend lines because they could give us a decent amount of support, right? Give us a bit of direction. I'm going ahead and I'm thinking that just based off of this, right? We went ahead and we were very bearish yesterday, very bearish yesterday. So initial gut feeling is telling me that we're going to be bullish today, and we're going to try, especially since it's a Friday. I think it's going to try to finish out a little higher, try and kind of recoup that price that we went ahead and lost earlier yesterday. So we're going to be trying to get in on a buy. All right, so I got trading view here, okay, but I'm gonna take trading views. We're gonna stop sharing. Stop sharing TradingView, and then we're going to start sharing Tradeovate because I want you guys. I'm looking at um, the executions, how quickly it's moving. I still have TradingView up because I want to see those resistance levels that I just drew, and I also would like to see those trend lines. Uh, yeah, so yeah, so like I said, we literally have a grand left until we hit drawdown. What time do we got right now? 9:27. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into buys either in this candle or the next candle. Let's go ahead and let's make sure that we're all set up. We got our two cons. We're on E-mini. Okay. And then let me just roughly, I can do a rough kind of sketch. That's a really rough sketch right there. Okay, so I'm liking that trend line. Boom. You see that buying pressure right there? We should have gotten in. What time are we looking at? 9:28. So not much time to make our decisions. Draw a little more. And then I'd be worried about that. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful on the buys. All right. 29.
Order filled.
Get in. So we're in. Two cons. Let me go into trading view. Again, I'm not putting a stop loss because obviously Hailmary trade, if it goes ahead and it hits the grand, then it'll go ahead and it'll automatically pull us out. So not too worried about that. And yeah. Yeah, I can incorporate a stop loss on here, I think, on trading view. So we'll do that. If we do a stop, I want to do a sell stop because we have a buy order. Oh, oh. We're doing all right now. Big push down though. That I have our like where we would get knocked out on trading view. It's like right here. So if it hits this price right here, we're out of the challenge. Boom. Oh, not out. Interesting. Interesting. I am very confused on why it didn't take us out. But oh well, we'll take it. All right, and now we just ride. We see what happens. Let's see if we got any news. That is pretty odd though, because technically it should have gotten us out. Even though I don't have a stop loss, that's my max. That was max limit drawdown was a grand. So I have no clue how it could get past a grand. There is definitely a battle between the Bears and the Bulls this morning. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Bit confused on why. I am confused on why it didn't get hit, but I'm not gonna complain because we're still in the trade, I guess. So we'll just see if it pulls through on our end, or if the Bears are gonna win it today. So yes, that's correct. Okay, so I got my sell stop set up on Trading View. So we'll go ahead and we'll place that when we get a little more wiggle room. We're a little close to that max limit, and I'm just trying to use the sell stop as a trailing stop. If we do go over, then I'll go ahead and I'll start to trail or stop loss, so you can capture profit. But like I said, obviously we are not liking the Bears right now, so there's a bit of a battle. So we will just have to see who prevails. Like I said, the 9:30 candle is basically a gambling strategy. You're just gambling. I mean, yes, you can use like other confluences to, try and figure out which way it's going to go, but you're practically gambling. You could see how this candle moved uh the entirety of the stop loss in one candle. So you're looking at 25 points easy, a little more than that because it went lower. So yeah, it really is. It's a risky play. All right, we'll see. So now this resistance level at the top where I have that rectangle marked off is where we went ahead and we sold off pretty quickly. So we'll see if we're able to go ahead and break that. Awesome, good bullish momentum. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what happens. We're not liking that. We're not liking that. It's okay. We'll give it time. We're not in a rush. We are not in a rush. No sirree. No sirree. Realistically, with this trading strategy, what I would go ahead and do is I'd get in. I'd have more contracts on. But obviously, we don't have a lot of drawdown to be playing around with more contracts. But I'd put more contracts on, and then I'd go ahead and I would uh, ride the one or two candles, and then go ahead and get out of the trade. So yeah, boom. Could have taken 500. Slacking, slacking, slacking. Could have taken 500 and then waited for it to come back down and then bought it again with more. Could have bought it again with 3 contracts, but that's okay. We went ahead and we created our plan, and we're trading our plan. Plan the trade, trade the plan, and that's what we're doing. So definitely some resistance at this price level right here. So we'll see. We're gonna need a clean break, and then it needs to get used as some sort of support level. Start to push price higher. We'll see. Hopefully, we didn't get stuck in some weird consolidation zone because that would kind of stink. Um, but I mean, hey, it is a Friday. Um, I have a tendency of losing money on Fridays, so we will see. But like I said, Hailmary play, 9:30 candle, basically a gambling strategy. There's not really much to it. I mean, yeah, I did a little bit of confluences, like I have stuff drawn. I am going with the uptrend. I kind of planned, or I have this bias that we're going to retrace most of the price action that we did yesterday. But again, like this is mostly speculation, and again, there's not really any rules. The market can be unpredictable. Market's going to do what it wants to do, right? Um, and I could read it completely wrong too. Like obviously, I'm not going to be right every single time, and when I don't really have like a set strategy, like this isn't really like a set in stone strategy. Like that's what I'm saying. This is basically a coin flip. We basically just flip the coin. So so yeah. But like I said, next week I am gonna start on a new challenge, new prop firm, new challenge with that prop firm. I want to try them out, try a different company out, see how I like it, and we should be back on trading systematically, strategically, and actually following rules. And we're gonna try and not go on tilt. Make sure that we're not going on tilt. Make sure that we're not over trading. Make sure that we're putting the right size on, that we're taking our trades correctly, right, doing our risk management properly. Uh, giving a bit more room on these stop losses, right? I'm liking this 100 tick, 25-point stop loss way better than that 12-point stop loss because there just was no wiggle room. Sometimes you're gonna get stuck in drawdown, and price will prevail, right? Like you can get stuck in drawdown, like this price could go ahead and be right now how it's in drawdown. You see this blue line is my entry. So right now we're in drawdown, but it could go ahead and prevail, come up, right? The bulls could come in, and we come up. But if my stop loss had been at the 12.5 like it was on the beginning of these this trading challenge, we were doing 12.5 on our stop losses, right? Then I'm gonna be taking hits left and right because we don't got a lot of wiggle room, right? So that's just something to keep in mind. Definitely got to make sure that we're critiquing those areas that need to be critiqued. Bigger stop loss, bigger drawdown zone. Give it some breathing room. Make sure that our contract sizing is good, and then just trying to go ahead and find those confluences, execute on all the trades that we can, the best possible trades, not just over trading, not revenge trading, not going on tilt, right? And then making sure hey, like what's actually in the way of this trade? What could possibly prevent me from making money? What could go ahead and guarantee me losing money in this trade, right? What are the confluences of me losing the trade, right? And losing money rather than actually possibly being able to take money or win money, right? And make money. Um, it's not only about executing, but it's about finding the best trades, right? I'm trying to find the best trade that I could take. Obviously, not today. Today we're just 9:30 Hailmary gamble, right? But when I'm trading professionally, I'm trying to go ahead and find the best trade that I could possibly take. Um, Using my strategy, using my systems, and going ahead and executing that to the best of my ability, right? And being precise with my entries, being precise with my risk management, being precise with my take profits and exits, no matter whether that's a trailing stop, whether that's a take profit level, whether that's confluent zones, depending whatever it is, whatever it may be, right? Because everybody has different strategies, everybody has different systems. So depending on how you implement that and what your risk tolerance is and what your trading plan is, um, I mean all of those things could be completely different from trader to trader, and they mostly are, I would say. uh, but yeah, let's go ahead and see. I mean, obviously I'm not really having much confidence on the buys anymore. It looks like we did get stuck in a little bit of ping pong action, just bouncing from this price point to this price point, where my two rectangles are at. So I mean, we'll see. It's just, yeah, very choppy, very volatile right now. Uh, but I mean, hey, we're still in the trade, so we're just gonna let it play through. And if we get hit on that max drawdown, then like I said, Top Step will go ahead and pull us out of the challenge. I am a bit confused on why we didn't get pulled right here because I know I didn't do the math wrong. At least I don't think I did it wrong. So it says that my balance is 148,400. Okay, so we might have been like 50 $50. No, I swear it's at 90. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that it should have taken me out around this level, but obviously we went to here, so I don't know where it is our drawdown really is, where our stop loss is. Um, yeah, again, I don't have a physical stop loss on it yet. I'm trying to wait till we can get that breathing room. So if we could come up, and I'd like to see this used as support, then I'll go ahead and I'll put that sell stop, which will operate as our stop loss, and then I'll trail. So I'll use that as a trailing stop. But like I said, I want us to have a bit of breathing room before I go ahead and do that, um, because obviously Top Step has given us a little more money somewhere somehow, and I don't accurately know where our bottom is, specifically for the challenge, specifically for our max loss limit, for the challenge. So we're just gonna we're just gonna take that blessing, and we are going to run with it, play the cards that we were dealt. I'm glad though, because I almost got a little, I was gonna get a little ticked because I was like, dang, I just started the stream and now it's basically over, because our stop loss got hit immediately. But that's a good lesson. Let me go. I kind of want to switch over. Oh, over like that. That's cool. Okay. So, oh, that's so cool. All right. Anyway, so you can kind of see the trade on TradingView, right? This is the sell stop, so I can go ahead and I can place that. It'll be right there where that red line ends, the bottom of the red. But I want to go ahead and put that once we get a little bit of breathing room. But I wanted to go ahead and say is that you can see the 930 or the 930 candle literally just hit our stop. So like that's where our stop loss would have been if we were actually taking a trade with my rules. That's 100 ticks right there. That's the 25 points, right? So it in one candle in 1 minute, right? Less than 1 minute basically, because this is where it closed, so it just shot down. So yeah, so I did want to show you that, right? So you could see, this is basically a gambling strategy. Um, is it going to prevail today? I mean, we'll find out. But like I said, this is basically a Hailmary strategy, and you're just there's not really any rules to this, and there's not really any system. There's not really a strategy. It's just, I don't know. I guess I just have a bit of intuition when it comes to going ahead and just, we're gonna buy today, we're gonna sell today, Um, so I don't know. Maybe that's a gift. Maybe you gotta play to it a little bit, but yeah. So you can see we used it as support just a bit. So let me see if we can get some breathing room. If we can get a decent amount of breathing room, then I'll go ahead and I'll put that sell stop. I want obviously I want all the money that we can make from this trade. But again, we're gonna have to play by the rules. So 148. If we can make 4 grand on this, I'll get out. Four grand. We'll start trailing the stop, but I'm gonna give it a decent amount of breathing room. Um, like I said, like Monday I'm gonna be starting that new challenge with that new prop firm that I want to try. Uh, so we're just gonna practice holding the trade. We're going for a Hail Mary. I don't want to pull price early, right? Because price is going to do whatever it wants to do. Maybe it comes all the way back down. Maybe it max loss limits, just like I said. But I went ahead and I accepted that. Will we be a little emotional about it? Yeah, a little bit, because we were up a grand, and I mean That's a grand is pretty nice. I don't know about you guys, but you should be able to see. So we got over here on the top right corner, you got the P&L. I'll open this up so you guys can see it. But yeah, we're basically up a grand, just about. Well, it should be $700. You can see down here too, open P&L. So that's letting us know our open P&L. Buy orders going in there. So you got that buying pressure now. Definitely just use that as support. We'll see if it can hold. If it can hold with the next few candles, that'd be all right. That'd be all right. We'll see. I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty tired today. We had a long night. Another 13-hour day at work. But here we are. Here we are on the charts, doing what we love. Very passionate about this. I really like. I don't know. I can't explain why, but I just really love trading, and I can feel the potential, and I can feel I'm getting better. Um, just day by day, week by week, and you learn something new. Like every single time I'm in the charts, every single time that I'm executing trades and I'm in the market, you're learning something new, right? You're learning new strategy. You're learning, what you could critique. You're learning about yourself. You're learning about the market. So, and it's just like a great reflection tool. All right, so we've obviously created some resistance at that top. Probably gonna just come max loss limit us now. That is a massive candle. That is a massive candle. I should just take a nap. It'll make a noise when it exits. I'm pretty sure it should make a noise when it exits us from the trade. Yeah. Hopefully you guys can tell why I like trading, or why I like watching Tradeovate's dashboard more, because you can see I mean, not obviously not every single execution, but practically you see the candle fluttering. You can see what's going on better than you can on TradingView, because TradingView is very robotic, very boxy, very laggish. So I like seeing on Tradeovate, seeing these executions, seeing them play out, seeing price move real time, and it just makes a difference, right? Like you can kind of get a feel for what's going on. Like you could tell watching this candle up here that it was fighting, to catch this height, and then it closed as a doji. So you're gonna have trouble. Okay, we went ahead and we got down here, and then we're pushing up. So you're like, okay, well maybe we got some buys, maybe we got some buys. We can get lucky. And then obviously after this big bearish one, it's like, all right, we're shooting lower. So what I am intrigued by is to kind of see, well, what does price want to do in this level? Because obviously we've gone ahead and we've already kind of resisted this price point. But with those big bearish candles, I'm not too sure what will occur within this level here. So I guess we'll find out now if we're going to get hit, or if we want to go ahead and we want to bounce some more. Obviously, we got a bit of consolidation going on. So definitely interesting. If I go quiet, that means I'm probably taking a nap. But like I said, it'll go ahead and it'll make a noise, informing me whether we got out of the trade or not. If I do really fall asleep, uh, then my assumption is, if it hasn't made a noise in like 5 or 10 minutes, then I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna be like, hey, like we're still in this trade, like what's going on? Uh, but yeah, but like I said, it's a Friday. Um, as you can see, very, very choppy, especially compared to the rest of the week, right? The rest of the weekdays or not like this. This is basically zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Um, I do kind of look at there's something I want to practice because I don't do it well, but I almost want to learn and like put myself in the shoes of the market from a like first person point of view, not necessarily from over here. Okay, so maybe second person point of view, right? So third person to me is how I'm trading now, and you look at the market going up, going down, right? But it's going up and down. You're looking at on a 2D surface, right? Now, if you're looking at it in first person, you would basically you would be looking at the super dom, uh, which I don't think I can pull that up. Excuse me. Hmm. I don't think I could pull the super dom up. But basically, like you'd be here at the head of price action, and then you'd be this orange line, right, kind of guiding price. So it's like, okay, this is the price. This is where price is going. So you'd be looking down. Okay, this is where price is going. You'd be looking up, right? If you were doing it from first person, right? Basically. And the way I look at it as in second person is taking it almost in 2D. So like think of it as us being here, right? And almost looking at it like a river. So not necessarily first person, uh, but watching first person. So we'd be like on this candle, right? And we're kind of like following, boom, out. Let's see what that was. Yeah, 1068. Um, so I have no idea why we didn't get hit on this first one, on this first hit down. I don't know why we didn't. Um, but yeah, we'll talk about what maybe we should have done. How we could have. Anyway, what I was saying, I was sharing second like person point of view, in my head is like almost looking at it from a two-dimensional standpoint. So like if you were here and looking at it straight on this way, right? As if this was almost a river, right? And you're standing here and you're seeing it move left and right, right? So think of like you being on a boat in a river and you're coming down the stream, right? And you need to follow the river to be able to get down the stream, right? So I want to learn how to kind of put myself in that perspective while but it'll take some time. It'll be a little difficult, but yeah. So arguably could have taken that one arm, right? That would have put us at 2 grand in profit, or that would put us at 1 grand in profit. So we would have been 2 grand away from our loss limit, right? Which would have been 149,000. So that puts us 2 grand away from our daily loss limit, our max loss limit for the challenge. Um, and then we would have been just 1 grand away from break even, and then 2 grand away after the 1 grand from where we were at our high, right? Because we went 2 grand up above 150. Um, so yeah, but that extra 1 grand, yes, it would have given us some more wiggle room. And we possibly could have, taken the sell, right? Like maybe we took the sell from here and we capture that. And then, like again, this is all hindsight, but we could have figured something out most likely. Um, I will go ahead and I'll leave this here and we'll see kind of how it plays out um, after the fact on Monday. But like I said, like I was already planning on going ahead and taking a new prop from challenge. Us having 2 grand away from max loss limit isn't a good spot either because the loss limit was trailing, right? So we're 2 grand away. That's basically 2 trades. So if we got 2 sideways trades, like you've seen, we've had more than that in a row. So So yeah, so maybe we got to implement. Maybe I have to implement a couple more take profit rules, a couple more rules on, or a couple more critiques on my risk management strategy and my contract sizing and whatnot. So I'll go ahead and I'll reflect on that and make sure to go ahead and have all that set in stone for Monday morning for this new challenge that I'm going to take, which is hopefully going to be a bigger account. Uh, but we'll see. We'll see what I'm able to make of it and what we're able to go ahead and play with. But yeah, but like I said, yeah, we were just in a bad spot. It was a Hailmary move. Yeah, hitting that would have been nice, and then we could have kept trading, but then we would have obviously like Friday kind of dies out. It gets a little slower. Not to say that there's no volume. Obviously, there's volume, but there's not a lot of volatility. There's not as much volume as there are on the other weekdays, right? There's not as much volume as there are on Mondays. Um, so it's all right. No biggie, no biggie. And we're gonna come back next week on Monday, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, rested up, ready for the markets, ready to come in, ready to execute. And we got our trading plan. We're gonna plan the trades and trade the plans, and we're gonna be ready for the market. And I mean, that's all I can really say. I mean, yeah, I mean, it was another learning experience, another challenge. Uh, Realistically, this is what my fourth or fifth one in total. But if we're going to talk only futures market, this is my second challenge that I've taken. So it's not like we're in a bad spot. Um, yeah, still learning, still going ahead and getting used to, you know, how I trade, how to effectively trade. I don't know if we need to go ahead and switch strategy stuff because I'm liking my trending strategies. But I am gonna implement a little something to that next week because these trend lines, I keep noticing that we're getting like fake outs. So a lot of fake outs. I need to be more aware of these resistance levels, because obviously they're going ahead and they're killing some of these trades. They killed some trades earlier this week too on Thursday, yesterday. No, not Thursday, Friday. No, sorry, lack of sleep. On Wednesday when I went ahead and went on trading tilt. Yeah. Um, oh, price going crazy. But yeah, but resistance went ahead and killed those trades. This is crazy. Let's watch it for a little bit. But anyway, like I said, resistance went ahead and killed some of those trades. So I do want to be a little more aware of that. I do want to implement a little more confluence, a little more, what's the word? Not structure, but like fluid. I want my trend trading strategies to be a bit more fluid, not as robust, not as strict, right? Because we have these like fake outs because we had price over here, right? I mean, necessarily there's not anything saying that, oh, it has to go up. Um, but that's what the strategy is that when it breaks, it'll go up. But you could see here, and just like this, right? If I went ahead, we'll draw, see what happens. But this is a very black and white and very simple strategy, which is not necessarily a bad thing. And it's not that you can't make money with it. I mean, you saw me take a few pretty good trades. We were up a few days. We had some green days. We had some good trades. We marked up some trades that played out very well with our trend line breaks. So it's not necessarily that it's not profitable or anything, but I think I want something with a bit more rules, a bit more fluid, and not as strict as just a trend line, right? Because this ray is just very strict. It's not really accounting for market sentiment or anything else, right? The people that bought down here were Geniuses. Yeah, but like I said, I mean, really, that's it. We'll go ahead. I'll cut it off now because we don't necessarily need to watch this play out. If you do want to go ahead and refer to it, I mean, we'll refer to it on Monday morning, but it is 10:02 a.m. Friday, 24th, May 2024 candle. So you can go ahead and see kind of how this trade played out. 106 stop loss here, so 25-point stop loss. Obviously, big bullish candle. The people that bought down here were doing great things. Uh, and arguably too, like if our stop loss was just a little bigger, but obviously we would have had to have had that drawdown to be able to do that. Realistically, down here would have been nice. I think our entry might have been a bit early, but again, we were trying to hit that 930 candle, the 930 volatility. So yeah, but I think that's about it for today. At that, keep it short and sweet. And yeah, I mean, I don't really have much more to say. Basically, going on and on, I'm rambling. So yeah, I'll leave it there. And I mean, lessons learned this week: good trading, bad trading, just being in the market, experiencing it, becoming used to it, becoming more comfortable, being able to adapt uh, quickly, learning how to do that, and just staying calm and being aware the market's going to do what the market wants to do. The market's going to move where it wants to move, and you're either a part of that or you're not. And that's about it, really. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. I hope you guys have a great day, great weekend. Weekends can be a bit boring because the markets aren't live and we're not able to really trade. Day trade at least. I mean, I know you can do cryptos, but besides that, you're kind of lacking. Like I almost feel like, oh, there's a part of my day that's missing, basically. But you can go ahead and you can reflect, you can journal, you could do mock trading, you could do back testing. You could learn new strategy, you could learn what to critique, what to add, what to implement, stuff like that. So just because the markets aren't on doesn't mean that you don't have to stop, moving forward in your trading journey. Uh, which I think is cool too because you get a nice little break where the markets aren't on and you're able to go ahead and actually, put some time and effort into doing a bit more, learning a bit more. So yeah, it works out in everybody's favor. But like I said, I'll leave it there. I hope you guys have a great weekend and, you guys have a good day and hopefully your trading sessions are going good, not like mine. And hopefully your challenges are going well as well. But it's great streaming with you guys, and have a good one.